I just want to be able to write it where it makes sense to everybody else. I promise I wouldn't judge you so bad if it were just my notes.
No. I'm so glad you asked because, yes, there are actually APS guidelines. See right here, APS guidelines, and look. And you will get accustomed to what they are by heart, knowing them, just by looking at them once you've done them once in a while. So, again, I was 49 and applying for $1 million. So for 3 months, if I've seen a primary care physician within the last 3 months, so if I saw a doctor for a physical within last month, you need to order an APS. If I have any type of medical impairment, like, let's see if it outlines it here for you guys. So let's see. Order an APS if the proposed insured has seen by a health provider for a complete physical exam or non-routine visit within the time frame indicated below. That's what we talked about. The consultation included significant diagnostic testing. So if they had some type of EKG, stress, APS will likely be required. For ages 60 and below, an APS is generally not required for routine normal exam requirements, FAA exams. This is some kind of a flight. They call it an FAA exam. Gynecological, so OBGYN checkups, pregnancy or delivery, school physicals, or consultations to minor complaints like allergies, colds, then you don't need it. But they say, please note, an APS will be required for proposed insureds over the age of 60, regardless of the face amount, and if the proposed insured must receive age-appropriate routine health care in order to be considered for life insurance. So what they're saying is, the way that the insurance carriers look at it is when you get to 60 and older, there should be no reason why you're not going and having a routine physical like every year or every other year, okay? Because that's why we have insurance. The insurance covers. There should be no reason why you're not, and that's part of taking care of yourself is having a routine physical.
Okay. So the second paragraph denotes that for which we will need to request APS, right?
Yes.
Say the age appropriate rotation checkup. Okay.
Okay. Now you will have instances where you could have a 65-year-old, 70-year-old that's never gone to the doctor. Like they only went to the doctor because of a cold or because, their foot got ran over by a truck or something like that, something silly. Remember, a physical is completely different than going to the doctor for a cold. Why is that? Well, because when you go for a physical, they listen to your heart, they look at your spine, they do a blood panel, a urine panel on you, not necessarily urine, but a blood. They do all the things that are general checkup stuff, where when you go into the doctor for a cold or a flu, they're not there to do a physical on you. In fact, they don't even want to do a physical on you if you're sick because, maybe the findings they're not going to be good findings, right? Because if you're sick. So especially if you have an infection or something, that could do something possibly to your lab results. So that is the difference. They want to make sure that you're having age-appropriate routine health care, and that goes for women over the age of 40, 45, where they have mammograms, or men over the age of 50 that have routine colonoscopies. They're making that now routine. Every 5 or 10 years? So if you're 55 and you haven't had a colonoscopy and you have family history of colon cancer, the insurance could potentially be on hold until you have a colonoscopy. Okay?
Okay.
That's considered a routine checkup, just like a mammogram, and that's why we have insurance, is to cover those routine things. That they want you to live longer. Insurance, I guess they don't. Yeah, they want you to. I mean, it's a catch-22. But that's the whole thing. When you hear those commercials on TV and on the radio and stuff, they want you to take care of yourself. They want you to have longevity and a long life and all that. Okay?
Joey,
Yeah.
when it comes to, when you go, okay, I can already tell we're likely to need a medical record,
Yes.
to order medical records. Will that be something that's in our instructions from our BGAs or whoever we're working with? Will that be in the instructions where they say, do not order medical records unless